program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. All entrepreneurs, internet marketers, multi-level marketers, business people, social network gurus, social networkers, and advertisers meet on orusocial.com to maximize your traffic and get targeted traffic to increase your revenue and your company production. ORU is a powerful platform for entrepreneurs, networking, and social networking. Register today and grow your personal and business engagement. Don't forget, it's a social platform, so upload your profile and let's go. orusocial.com. That's orusocial.com. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. We're giving away $100 a day. I mean, we got to start somewhere. Yeah, I know it's not 25,000, anything like that, but that's all we got. And I didn't get it until yesterday evening. That's right. I didn't win until yesterday evening. So that's the only reason we're doing this, man, because I'm in effect spreading the love, man. Giving away $100 today. It'll buy you a nice dinner. What? I look at Waterhead right now. Waterhead is shaking his head from side to side like he's frowning upon my little $100. Whatever. $100 is a lot of money to me, man. Not having a job technically in 4 years. So we are giving away $100 today. That contest coming up very soon, so stay tuned. All you got to do is have a Twitter account and tweet out, when I tell you, not right now, tweet out this. Hashtag the answer is. That's all one word. You have to do the hashtag and the answer is as all one word. If you don't do that, then we won't be able to track it. That's how we're going to track it, through the hashtag, okay? So hashtag the answer is. You answer the question to a trivia question I'm going to ask you. All right, you put it there, and then you follow that with, and I listen to thedougstewartshow.com as a link. So that's together as well. thedougstewartshow.com, and you should too. Not right now, but I'll tell you when. All right. Today is also a Throwback Thursday. We throw it back to a particular year in sports, entertainment, and beyond. Today's year is 1978, so we play all of the music, the popular music from that year, coming back from the breaks. We talk some pop culture stuff, what was going on, trivia stuff or whatever, like the top TV shows back in 1978. All right, the top 10 TV shows back in 1978 were number 10, Taxi, fantastic show. Number 9 was All in the Family. If you listen to the show, you know I love All in the Family. I mean, Archie was racist as hell, but I loved it. That was good TV, man. Number 8 was The Ropers. I remember The Ropers. The Ropers was a spinoff of Three's Company, I believe. That's right. Yeah, the Ropers were a spinoff of Three's Company. That was pretty decent. I don't think it stayed around too long. Number 7 was MASH. So MASH was still on TV then, which is a historical TV show. Number 6 was 60 Minutes. That's always in the top 10. Number 5 was Angie. I remember the name Angie, but I don't remember the specific TV show. Number 4 was Three's Company, as I just talked about with the Ropers spinoff. Number 3 was Mork and Mindy, which was a good show for a 9-year-old kid, a 9-year-old kid back then. But now that I look back at it, it was strange as hell. Mork was strange. Yeah. Mork from Ork was strange. So if you're a greenhorn, if you're under the age of 35, Mork from Ork was the star of Mork and Mindy. And Mork was this alien, and it was played by Robin Williams, God rest the dead. And it was classic Robin Williams with all of the facial distortions and all of the voices, and it was very weird, but it was a pretty big show at the time. Obviously, number 3. The number 2 TV show back in 1978 was Happy Days. Yes. And the number 1 show was Laverne and Shirley. That's right. Man, I love me some Happy Days, man. The number 2 show was Happy Days. The number 1 show was Laverne and Shirley. And now Laverne and Shirley, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, was a spinoff of Happy Days. I think, what was it? I think Chachi and Richie had some dates with Laverne and Shirley. Like Laverne and Shirley were, the way they kind of, if you go back and look at the episode of Happy Days when Laverne, or when Richie and Chachi had the dates with Laverne and Shirley, like somebody had set them up on this double date. And the way they kind of spun it to Richie and Chachi is that these chicks were pretty easy and that they were going to score that night. like Laverne and Shirley were like 2 Milwaukee skeezers. And so one thing led to another, and they got their own show, and they had the number 1 TV show back in 1978. The old Tramps. Yeah. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. We're going to read more of your chat here in a second. Quickly, though, I wanted to mention the whole D'Angelo Williams story. If you haven't heard about it, D'Angelo Williams, running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, this past weekend went to this little bar or whatever, and basically the bartender, he was served by 2 people. The bartender and the waitress. The bartender didn't appreciate the bad tip that D'Angelo Williams gave him. So D'Angelo Williams contends that he waited an hour and a half for his food. When he finally got this salad, there was a shrimp tail in it. Okay, they gave him the salad first, and there was this shrimp in it, and he didn't want the shrimp in it, and so they took it back, and he told them to fix it, and they brought it back with a shrimp tail. So what does that mean? All they did is pull the damn shrimp out. As opposed to giving them a whole new salad. So he left the waitress, in effect, on $128 bill. It was him and a couple other guys. He left the waitress like a 75-cent tip. And the waitress went on Twitter and blasted him, this, that, and the other. And D'Angelo Williams went off on him. How do y'all feel about tips? And I think we may have talked about this on the 2 Live Stews before. But I'm just like D'Angelo Williams. You give me bad service, I got to wait a long time. I'm sorry. I know that you don't get a regular, salary like most people. Your salary is kind of discounted because they equate in all your tips, this, that, and the other. But that's a you and your boss problem. If you give me bad service, why would you expect a tip? Like, I've never understood that, and people have tried to explain it to me before. Now, I've never been a waiter or a waitress, waiting on tables or anything like that, and they tell me it's something about, how much money they get and, this, that, and the other. No, what you need to do, if you get a bad tip because you gave bad service, whether it be because y'all were too packed and you didn't have enough help, or whether the cooks messed up the order or whatever, that's when you need to have a conference, like one of those powwows. You need to have one of those with the cooks and with the owners and the management, and clarify and rectify this thing. on why I didn't get my tip is because everything broke down in the way that we do business around here. Don't get mad at the customer. I hate that. And then you got an attitude because I gave you a 50-cent I give you a 50-cent tip? No. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts? Tell me what you think about that whole story with D'Angelo Williams. He went ham on this chick on Twitter. I'm not going to read you all the tweets or whatever, but he didn't back off a bit. You give me crappy service, you get a crappy-ass tip. Now, let me read some of your messages in the chat room from Clay Sidney Dean Davis, listening to the Doug Stewart Show, brought to you by Pro Football or footballsportsapp.com and United Games. He says, these black players have made the colonizers a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, obviously. You talk about the money made by sporting, college football programs, basketball, football. Yeah. And for Dabo Swinney to say something like that, I really would question sending my son to Clemson now. If my son was a senior in high school and he had already committed to go to Clemson right now, I really would have to give it a real deep second thought. Hearing Dabo Swinney's thoughts on this whole controversy. I would. We don't have to put up with that. If you're good enough to go to Clemson, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, if you're good enough to go to Clemson, and as a matter of fact, if you're good enough to go to Clemson and Clemson recruits you hard right now and offers you a scholarship, as much as they have it going on over the last couple of years under Dabo Swinney, then you have the ability probably to go to like 50 other schools. Damn that. I'm not sending my son to play for somebody that thinks like that. What? Go somewhere? What, go somewhere because we don't want to keep quiet about you killing us in the streets? No. And if he doesn't understand, and with that type of mentality, and I said this yesterday on Twitter, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, if Jerry Jones says the things that he does, and Dabo Swinney says the things that they do, the fact that they say something like that, okay, means that they're clueless. And this is the point that people are missing, is you're clueless about what Colin Kaepernick is protesting about. You're worried about the fact that he's not standing for this flag. Oh, yeah, the same national anthem that was talking about killing slaves. Let's just throw that in there. You're worried about the protest itself as to the point of the protest. Yeah, I got a real concern about sending my kid to play for a man that says something like that. And you know Dabo, he from Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. You can imagine what he's been taught and raised to believe. And listen, let me back up a second here, man. It's very disappointing because, I always thought that Dabo was a good guy in effect. And I think a lot of his true personality came out in that statement. And once again, I really kind of held back on how much I should have probably gone in on him based on the fact that I like Dabo. He coaches the Clemson Tigers in my home state of South Carolina. And a lot of what he said was good, and it was true. But I didn't hear the last part about going somewhere. Where, Dabo? You want us to go back to Africa? My man Rel Scott in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Go back to Africa, nicka. I ain't never been to Africa, man. What them little boys said in, what was that, Minister Society? You remember the beginning part of that movie, the little boys was in the classroom? You call a boy African belly scratcher or something like that. And the other little boy was like, man, I ain't never been to Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. I'm from the low country of South Carolina, man. I ain't going nowhere. You take your ass back to wherever the hell you came from. Your people ain't originally from North America. Whatever, man. I'm not getting into all of that. When we get back from the break, man, we'll do a little entertainment news. Birthdays. Got a couple of special birthday shots out to give out. And oh yeah, we might go ahead and drop this contest on you. We're giving away $100. I know it's not a lot to you, but it's a lot to me. And take you and your wife to dinner or something like that. I mean, so don't hate. Don't hate on that $100.